Welcome to Granbury TV. We've got a real treat for us today here on the station and also on YouTube, all that are watching. We are about to meet the brand new Lady Pirate basketball coach, Steve Schmidt. How you doing, Steve?
I'm great.
Welcome to Granbury.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here.
I know you are. Well, a lot of speculation around this as to who was going to get the job. Of course, yours was one of the finals that came in, and the decision made last night on Monday at the school board meeting to bring you in as the head coach. Number one, how does it feel?
I'm humbled more than anything. You know, a month ago I wasn't even considering looking for a job, but was contacted by some people who thought I would possibly be a good fit here. And so the last 30 days or so have been just crazy, and very excited. I know it's a huge challenge, but I'm humbled and excited and ready to jump into that. The last few weeks actually been pretty tough, just waiting, you know, feeling like, yeah, it's going to happen, but it's tough to wait, and you're ready to go meet the kids and meet the coaches and talk about what we're going to do together, and I finally got to start doing that this morning.
That's
so
good.
It feels good.
That's good. And of course, not too much pressure on you either coming into this program with 1,400 wins during you the face, but you know, it's a challenge, but I guess everywhere you go knew it was going to be a challenge.
Yeah, and people keep bringing that up, making sure I know that I'm following a legend. And I actually did my homework a little bit and realized that I'm not going to try to fill her shoes. You know, and I'm not going to try to replace her. She's, you know, she's a legend, and she's so well respected throughout the state. And I've got to be my own person, and I've got to coach my own way. And I know she's going to still remain a part of the program and someone I can talk to and gain some wisdom and knowledge from, but I'll do things my way, and I'm going to work hard for the kids every day. I'm here to serve them, and I'm going to do it the best that I can every single day.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's find out who Steve Schmidt is. We know right off the top of the bat, folks, this is a great guy. He's from Oklahoma. So I'm very excited about that, as is his wife. But tell us about Steve Schmidt, how you got into coaching and how all that began.
I was raised in a family of 7 kids, and I was the only boy. So that has, I guess, kind of trained me for the girls' coaching world.
No kidding.
I didn't intend to be a girls' coach. I got my teaching degree at Southwestern Oklahoma State University in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Great little town, good little college. First job that I could find was in Tulia, Texas, out in the Panhandle, right? And it was a 3A program at the time, and the only job was junior high history and 7th grade girls basketball. I took it and learned under Dale Morris, a great coach out that way, and got to sit on the bench at the Frank Irwin Center my very first year as a young 23-year-old and watch a 3A state championship. So that got me hooked in real fast. I've been blessed and I've been lucky, and so my first head coaching job went to Clarendon, Texas, another small town in the Panhandle, and had a lot of fun, had a lot of success with the kids out there. We came out to Argyle in the Metroplex area, just a little 2A at the time, and we won the state championship in '06, went back in '09, went to the regional finals a couple of other times, and had 8 really good years there. We decided to go a little bit smaller for a while, and moved out west to Eastland, Texas, towards Abilene, and have been building that program up, and it's heading in the right direction. And I'm excited about the future, and that's, you know, another reason that it was a tough time to leave, but also you know, I just understood the prestige of this job and the opportunity of this job, so that's why I'm here.
We're certainly glad to have you here and spend a little bit of time with you this morning. What's your coaching style, your coaching philosophy as far as the girls are concerned? What are they going to be looking for?
Man-to-man defense is where we start, and I'm not going to say we will go 100% man-to-man, but I believe in starting with man-to-man defense and being solid in that area. Rebounding is right after that. You know, if we can win the battle of the boards, I think that's going to win a lot of games and some championships. And the last thing I would say is that we will keep it simple. especially offensively. I don't want kids to have to worry and get nervous about remembering the new offense and the new system. We're going to keep it simple. Push the fast break, and if an easy shot is there, we'll try to get that easy shot. Run simple offenses and do things right, setting screens, moving without the ball, using our height advantage when it's there, taking advantage of some really good post players. But just keeping it simple in general, I think, is very important.
And you've got an advantage coming in with some of the young ladies are going to be coming back next week. You do have some height, so there you go. Great start right off the bat. Tell us about your family.
It's a small family. I grew up in a big family, but my little family is a small, happy basketball family. And my wife has never been interested in teaching or coaching, but she has been a big part of my basketball teams and athletic programs throughout our 24 years. 24 years of marriage, 24 years career. Yeah. And then our son is currently in the 8th grade, so he'll be coming over as a freshman, and he's a basketball player, really good little ball handler and outside shooter, and he's got to be because he's small right now. I'm sure the growth spurt's going to hit at any time, but he's grown up in the gym, so he knows what to do with the ball. He's excited about the programs that Granbury offers. He's excited to come over here where he has some nice restaurants and things to do. You know, we're being out west, we don't quite have those luxuries. So we're all very excited about what Granbury offers.
Your background, how you started, and so much time spent in West Texas. What is in the water out there that continues to drive so many successes out there at West Texas schools? It's just incredible.
Well, for one thing, there's not as much to do.
There you
so picking up the basketball and hanging out in the gym, that helps, and so you got to be careful with having too many good things to do. When you get closer to the city, the girls still have to put their time into the gym. But, there's a toughness out there, and I think, a lot of West Texas coaches have moved this way, and I kind of feel like the toughness factor, has hit this area as well. And it's still the Texas Panhandle, South Plains area produces, a lot of good teams, but I think the rest of the state is getting right up there with them.
Yeah, they are. It was always a given in times past where whoever comes out of the regionals in West Texas is normally going to win the state championships, but like you say, that's changed over the years. You're a good example of that with Argyle back in '06.
Right. Yeah. And in '91, where I was talking about starting in Tulia in my first year of coaching, all 5 teams, state championship teams, came from the South Plains Panhandle area. Yeah. That was amazing, but times are changing.
Yes, they certainly are. Certainly are. Well, we'd like to welcome you guys. Give me what is the plans between now and when school starts next year? You guys are obviously looking for a place to live, and
we will be. Yeah, we have to try to sell our house, but at the same time, we're keeping our eye open on a good place for us here. I'm going to be coming back off and on and spending some time with the girls and the coaches when I can. Probably we'll be putting on a camp in June to try to get to know some of the younger kids especially and work with the coaches. Try to bring Joseph over for the boys camp and try to get to know some of the boys and the coaches on the boys side. We have an old family friend, or actually from Michelle's side back in Woodward, a retired family who lives here, and so we'll be staying and visiting with them at times and starting to look for churches and those kinds of things that you do when you go to a new community.
Exactly. As far as you're concerned with working, you mentioned working with and meeting some of the younger players also. Is that kind of also your philosophy? Is everybody on the same page all the way up?
Yeah, I don't think we have to do exactly the same from 7th grade through varsity level, but I definitely want the coaches to understand my basic philosophy, and like I said, starting with man-to-man defense, but I'll give the coaches some freedom with the type of athletes that they have and the type of opponents that they're facing to be able to do some of the things that they feel works good for them. But the basic fundamentals have to be on the same page.
Exactly. As far as your staff is concerned, are you going to be looking at some of the coaches that are already in place? Are you looking at others outside, or what's your plans there?
Currently, my staff is full,
Okay.
and I know there's some good talent as far as coaching goes there. So not looking.
Okay.
If that changes, I've had several phone calls and
I bet you
emails
have.
already. So there's people interested in coming this way. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate, Steve, you coming in today and visiting with us and introducing you to the community and everyone involved. And I'm sure we'll be doing this many more times. But again, welcome to Granbury, you and your lovely wife, and we appreciate you taking time today.
Well, thank you.
Good luck.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.